Good afternoon, boys and girls. So I just gave dojo points to Wasi, Amika, Rashid, and Omar because I saw all of you were on Raz Kids in the last 2 days, which is awesome to see. Starting tomorrow is Friday, right? Yep, tomorrow's Friday, so I'll announce dojo winners tomorrow. Obviously, I can't give you guys prizes, but I will announce who has the most points. The way you can get points is by reading on Raz Kids and by finishing your work packet. So if you're done with your work packet and you want to email me or text me or come on Zoom and show me just a picture of it, just to prove that you're done, I will give you points for that as well. So today we are going to take a look at the long A sound. This should be review for all of you because we've made an anchor chart for the long A. We spent a lot of time working on the long A sound, so this should be pretty easy. Before we take a look at that packet, though, I want to just review the 3 things that make the long A sound. So this is going to be on the packet. We'll do this in a minute, but let's look down here. AI, A with a magic E, and AY all make long A sounds. And in the description of this video, I'm going to link another video that has a song that all of the students should have heard already. It has a long A song, so we'll link that at the bottom. But let's talk about it. So, AI, we talked about how we usually hear in the middle of the word. It says A. If we look up at this is on our packet, we have say ale, nay ale, and pay ain't. So let's put all of those underneath the AI. Sale. And we can underline that AI sound. Nail. And paint. And I encourage you students, as you read either on Raz Kids or at home, look for words that have the long A sound. I wrote down a couple other ones like mail has an AI, like mail you get in your mailbox. Good. So then there's also the long A sound when you have a magic E. Remember that magic E always makes the vowel say its name. I did a video about that a few days ago. That E at the end of a word will always make this vowel, well, most of the time will make this vowel, whether it's an A, an I, an O, a U, it'll make it say its name. It'll turn it into a long vowel. So there we can have words like cake. Cake has a magic E, and I'll draw that arrow. Game. And a lot of these words I pulled from that video. I'm going to link in the description below here because it gives a lot of good examples. And tape. And we'll do one more. Race. So in all of these words, you can see the arrow I drew. All of them have a magic E. So if I were reading a story, and let's say it said they are playing a game, and I read it, they are playing a gam. I would know, okay, gam isn't a word. That doesn't make sense. So that's when we're reading, when we have to recognize this magic E. We have to see that there's a magic E at the end of the word and go ahead and flip that vowel sound. So instead of it being the short A, you would change it to be the long A sound. So instead of being am, it would be gay, aim, game. And then AY, we have some too. AY at the end of a word always says A. And we always talked about how if you hear A at the end of a word, it's usually an AY. Let's get 4 down here for our examples. And while I'm reading my story today, I will try to point out long A words throughout the story too. So we have AY, day, say, play, and May. I capitalized May because it's a proper noun because it's a month, right? So those are all different examples. And like I said, underneath this video, I will link that video, the long A song, to help. So you should have all heard, those of you that are in my class, you've all heard this long A song before. but it's always good to practice. So on the first page of the reading portion of your packet that I sent home yesterday, you have, these should be the first row of your pictures on that page. So, like we wrote down here, this first picture is a sailboat. So you're going to fill in these boxes just like we do on our spelling packets each week. Sail. S and A both stay in the middle, and then I and L both go above that middle line, so that's why their boxes are taller. This second one is a picture of a nail. So this is all you're doing on that first page. All you're doing is filling in these boxes with the correct letters. And you can see A-I. A-I. So it's just some long vowel practice. And I know that the second page is also, you have to fill in the letters, and then you have to do a word search. Parents, we have not done a word search at school before, so they might need a little bit of help with that one. And then this last one is a picture of paint. Didn't give myself a whole lot of room in these boxes. Paint. So, P, when you have a line, you know, like we do writing on with the dashes in the middle, like that, a P would go down below the line, and A would stay right in between the dotted line and the bottom line, and then letters like I and T go up above that dotted line. So that's why the boxes are different shaped, but you guys have seen that before with our word work packets each week, our spelling packets. So the rest of those 2 pages in the reading section should be self-explanatory. It just goes through each of the long vowels, A, E, I, O, and U. So it's just extra long vowel practice. So we'll review the next reading video I make. We'll review the long A, and then we'll start talking about the long E. So hopefully by then you'll be through the long A portion of it, and we can start working on the long E. So I'll do that probably on Monday, because I'm going to alternate between math videos and reading videos. Like I said, that whole packet, aside from the part about time, should be review for us. So quickly, let's go over our next 10 sight words. So as I hold them up, I want you guys to read them at home. I'll give you about a couple seconds to try to sound out each one, and then I'll read them for you. We have B, this. We have our TH digraph that makes the sound, and then is, this. You put all those sounds together. This word is have. Now, this word is what we call a rule breaker because we see an E at the end, which would make me want to make this a long sound to be have, but I know have isn't a word, so that's why we have to use that short sound, have. That's why it's a sight word. Usually our sight words are rule breakers like that. This word is from, for, same thing. The makes me think that this is going to be a short U. It's not. It's an O. From. This word is or. One. Had. By. Remember when we talked about the long I? Y was on our anchor chart. Sometimes Y, we call it the robber Y. It steals sounds from other letters, and so this is a one-syllable word, by. So the Y makes an I sound. Remember, in two-syllable words, the Y would make an E sound. Words and but. Those are our sight words. Be practicing those at home. You should have gotten a list of 100 sight words that we need to know, so be practicing those at home as much as you can. I miss you guys. You should try to get outside today. It's really nice out. Have a good day. I'll see you soon. Bye. Bye.